Hi guys, welcome back to another video. It's Dan here from sportscardsuk and welcome back to another Mail Monday. So we have two parcels to open up in today's video. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video and get these things open. Okay, so a couple of parcels in today's video. Let's start off with the smaller one and then we'll move into the bigger one. As I'm sure if you saw the previous Mail Monday, we are doing smaller Mail Mondays. I'm purchasing slightly less at the moment. I've got lots of things to save for. I won't bang the drum again because I did mention it in the previous episode. But yeah, hopefully there'll be some more interesting stuff to come in terms of the series. So MGC and sending some stuff off to SGC as well. And then maybe, who knows, some PSA returns at some point as well. But yeah, for package number one. Oh, nice. Okay, so this is something that a viewer of my channel actually recommended. Well, not recommended, but he DM'd me on Instagram and said, do you have the disco prism or disco variant of the Tom Kenny Elite? So potentially he would have seen that I'm collecting the Chronicle stuff. I think it was Mark. I wrote his name down just to make sure. Mark Parfit, thank you very much to you for sending me these through for absolutely nothing. He didn't charge me a penny. But I have a couple up on the shelf there. I've got the out of 10 and I've got out of 23. They're like silver cracked ice. And so I'm kind of collecting the Tom Kenny Elite parallels. And this is one of the ones that I didn't own, is this sort of silver disco variant. Do they call it a disco prism? It doesn't say prism on the back, so it's not a prism, but you know, with the Panini stuff, they like to call parallels prisms. But yeah, this is the sort of silver disco. That's the only thing that he actually mentioned. So all of these, I don't know anything about. He's kindly sent across this Ruben Neves, a Fakir, and also a Navarro, all discos. So thank you very much for that. A few extras in there as well, which I wasn't expecting. So that's very, very kind of you. So shout out to you, Mark. Definitely helped the PC come a long way. Tom Kenny, the captain of Fulham, probably my favourite player, I would say. Confident in saying he's my favourite player. I do like Harrison Reed as well, but yeah, Tom Kenny, Mitrovic, and Harrison Reed are probably my top three. Mitrovic at the moment, I absolutely love that man. But I guess Tom Kenny being the captain of the team, and now that he's back fit, I do love Tom Kenny. Now, let's flip these over because this is interesting. I said I would, on the previous Mail Monday, I'm not going to be ordering as much, but I am going to be sensible about what I'm ordering. And I did say there was a couple of graded cards. So if you hadn't have catched last week's Mail Monday, make sure you do, as there was a PSA graded card in there. And for this week's Mail Monday, we've got two SGC cards. Now, these are ones that I picked up on eBay on bids. So I'm sure if you go and have a look, you could probably see what I paid for them. But these are going to be for the show that's coming up. So I have a Bobby Charlton, A, B, and C. Or sorry, A and B, C. I always get caught up with saying A and B, C. It's A and B, C. Whereas you'd expect it to be A and B, C. That's not. It's A and... What am I talking about? I've just said exactly what it is. Anyway, this is a Bobby Charlton SGC3. I do actually own this car raw. It's literally over there on my desk. But at the price I paid for this, I thought, well, I might as well pick it up in an SGC case. And then at least I get to keep one. If I grade the one that I've got and it grades higher than a 3, happy days. I'll keep that one. And if it doesn't, great, I'll keep this one. I'll just move one of them along. So, yeah, very nice, but pretty common card of Bobby Charlton there. But one that will go into the case. I want to try and have some more vintage in the cases at the shows, and I think that will attract people over to my case as opposed to others. I didn't see that much graded vintage stuff at the UK card shows that I've been to. So hopefully having stuff like this in the case is going to bring some more buyers over, and potentially going to ask about more vintage. And what I might also do is stuff that I'm not looking to grade. I might even just take in top loaders and just leave into the display case. So that's something I thought about, is actually having raw cards at the show. The only card that I've ended at so far is the London Card Show, and I only took graded cards. But I think for the Tottenham Ground Stadium, for the Tottenham Ground show, I'm potentially going to take one-touched cards as well. But we'll see. Probably one-touches and graded cards, but I'm sure down the line I'll probably have some stuff in top loaders as well. We'll see. But most of the stuff I want to get graded at the moment. So, yeah. Very nice Bobby Charlton in a SGC3, which is very good. It was quite literally very good. That's what a 3 is. And then we also picked up another card that I own raw. And again, I'm going to get graded. So I can actually I could probably show you here. I'm going to do a mail, not a Mail Monday, but I'm going to do a video on all these sort of vintage cards I've got. But there's the Zico. And I'm sure the Bobby Charlton is in here somewhere. Might be in the second pile. This is giving you a sort of a sneak preview. There we go. So these are 2 cards that I own raw, as you can see. But I picked them both up in SGC3s. So if these 2 come back better than a 3, great, happy days. I actually think they will do. I think both of these will grade higher than a 3. The centering on this card is slightly better, but actually it's got some surface issues. The back actually is pretty nice, but again, the back on the one that I have is also pretty nice. So we'll see, but I think the ones that I have here are going to be higher than SGC3s. If they are, I'll probably keep the higher grades and then maybe sell the lower grades, or I might end up actually keeping the... Having said that, I might actually keep the lower grades and then sell the higher grades. That's kind of my investing hat on, if you like. But yeah, a nice little Mail Monday, kind of a shorter one. Picked up some nice stuff for the PC in terms of the Tom Kearney there. And we also got 2 cards, 2 SGC graded cards, but also cards that I want to send off to SGC as well. So I'm kind of, if I can, I'm picking up cards that I already own. If they're in an SGC case and I see them on bids and I feel like I can get a bit more value out of them if I sell them at a show, I'm open to that. Yeah, it's nice to have these cards in SGC cases because I think that's what people are looking for specifically. I think one thing that people may be worried about with the, I think these are FKS. Yeah, FKS World Cups, is they don't actually have a back to them. Actually, look at the state of that. I probably will get less than SG3 for that, but I think I own a couple of these. So there's probably another one in that pile that I've got there. But yeah, I think people are preferring to buy things that are SGC graded or PSA graded because they know that they're legit cards. It's not kind of a reprint. They're not having to worry about reprints or, I don't know, things like World Cup stories or something where people... There's a thing of certain cards, Cruyff cards, Beckenbauer cards, Maldini cards, Pele cards have a World Cup story version, and the World Cup story set was printed in the 90s, and they're reprints of original Panini World Cup and Euro album stickers. And so some sellers on eBay will be very, very cheeky and not let you know that that card is a World Cup story card. And you could, and not picture the back, and you could end up getting a reprint of a card that you think you're buying the original version for. So it's something to stay aware of and to look out for. I would say 90% of sellers will advertise it as World Cup story and do check if it has got the World Cup story back. But it's little things like that you need to be worried about. And I think just having things in an SGC case just gives buyers sort of it makes sure that it's definitive that that card is a legit card, and it's not any sort of reprint or miscut or anything like that. But there we go. I hope you did enjoy this slightly shorter but Mail Monday, but a couple of SGC cards, some vintage soccer, which I'm very much bullish on at the moment. If you did enjoy this, obviously please do drop a big like on the video. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Hit that bell icon so that you don't miss a video, and I'll see you on the next Sports Cards UK video. Thanks very much.